Welcome everyone to Tibby time. I'm here with my favorite artist, NicMLyc, and my first question for you is, what is with the name differences? I was looking at some of your like previous art forms and stuff, and you're from NicMLyc to Raku sometimes. Why?
Uh, well, about that, uh, basically, I got lots of alter egos, but I used to have one named something like Gangsta, something like that. I know it's very dumb, but I don't know why I started using Raku, and now my signature is always Raku, and like my personal username is Raku, but my public username is NicMLyc, but I still use my signature because I'm pretty lazy to create 3 different signatures because of my 3 different alter egos, so I always go with Raku.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's pretty good. It's short and simple. That's pretty good, especially.
It's pretty simple because people would expect me to be like NicMLyc, but it's also a way to hide my identity, my real identity. So I enjoy it.
Yeah. See, well, I obviously your OC is a Lycanroc from Pokemon. What made you want to use that over any others?
Well, you might be surprised that I'm not a fan of Lycanroc. I'm not a fan. But it all started when I started on Not Safe for Working drawings, like 1.5 years ago. A friend of mine started like saying, "Hey, you should start doing Not Safe for Working art," and I was like, "What? No, why should I do that?" And he was also so insistent with, "You should draw like a rogue. Please don't like a rogue. Please do do one like a rogue." And I said, "Well, shit, okay." And I did a like rock. Then I painted pink. Then I added markings, and now she's a like rock. She's my OC, kind of like kind of like my OC, but I don't end up liking her that much. But I see lots of people like her, so I'll keep it, I guess.
What about, like, did you start drawing traditionally, or when did you? Because you just said you started doing and not safe for work like not too long ago. Did you originally do?
I originally, I've been drawing. Right now, I'm 19 years old. I'm 19 years old. And I know it's surprising. I never thought of being a not safe for working artist. Never thought of it. I started on Facebook groups. I started doing some safe for working art or free, some commissions, some human art. But I realized that many people didn't even care about me. I was like, hey, I got this cute little piece of art and everyone ignored me. So I guess it was a real good change going to not safe for working art. Um, and I started drawing traditionally. My favorite technique is watercolor and oil paints. So I still do them, but now with the not safe for working stuff, I kind of like put it aside and started to focus what I really like the most, that is like my actual job, the not safe for working drawings. So yeah, that's why I always tell small artists to start in traditional because it's a really good way to help yourself, and you will remember it always that always.
Well, especially if like a young artist, they always have people to inspire them. Like for me, inspirations, you, Pink Cappuccino, and a few others are like my big inspirations for how I like to draw, especially with color. But what artists inspired you when you started?
When I started my, this might be a bit dumb, but my artist, well, at first it was a friend that we ended up in a really bad fight. But talking about popular artists, my first popular artist to be that I was a big fan of was Gurf. I don't know if someone knows Gurf, but Gurf was my big inspiration on color when I started on my tracing, well, in my line art and stuff. Also with my backgrounds, with poses and the cartoony eyes and everything. I've always been a fan of cartoony stuff rather than anime and stuff like that. I don't know. I like cartoony stuff, so Gharug was a great option. Also, Kuradud. I don't know if I pronounce good. He's my actual Inspiration. Him and Sonic SS2. I really enjoy his drawing, so I want to be like them. I want to be really like them. They are so cool.
Well, speaking of SS Sonic 2, he's very a man of the hips and the thigh region. What is your favorite region of the body to draw or emphasize?
I really like emphasizing the hips. Hips is my favorite thing to emphasize, and I also like the chest, like doing like it's like the area between the chest and the hips. I like it doing it like slim. I think the belly. I think it's more the belly. The hips and the belly is my favorite zone to detail. And it also depends on the drawing I'm doing because if I want in the drawing to the boobs look more close, I always put high detail on them. And if it's in the how is this called? The butt, I always do it more detail if it's the main focus of the person. But yeah, I like doing hips and stuff like that. It's my favorite thing.
Because especially with like some more of your like FNAF drawings and stuff like that, I noticed like that definitely you could tell like certain parts were more accentuated than others. But I was especially amazed because you seem to put detail into certain areas in your new comic that you named Poke Lovers in your like poll that you did. Your backgrounds have been very very well done. Do you have any word to say about
Oh,
that?
thank you. I've been trying to practice backgrounds. It's my favorite part of the drawing right now, and I think I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know if you saw the drawing I did of Garfield.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
did.
gosh, that drawing was really amazing for me. It's one of my favorites right now, and I don't know. I think I want to improve on backgrounds because of my comic of Poke Lovers. I want to do it like high quality.
Well, especially with like Poke Lovers and stuff like that, I was like looking upon that and I was like, like what is with all these different characters? So I was looking at your other OCs and stuff like that, and your Luna Rock is Nicole, right? And then you also have an animatronic named Olivia, and
Yeah, it's my,
the
my
little
anim-
oh sorry, the little
the
Eevee
bird.
dude. Is that little Eevee dude like your stand-in for your boyfriend or something? Because he's really cute. I do like him because you use him for censoring sometimes.
Yeah, he's my boyfriend. And this might be a bit weird, but he's the one that manages everything. He's always in charge of the Twitter. He's always in charge of uploading drawings. He answers messages and stuff. I just, stare. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I see you have a Tumblr. That's what I heard in one of those. Obviously, a Discord, a Twitter, a Facebook, and also at least recently inactive for Affinity account. Which one do you find like has the best user interface, or which one would you recommend for like just posting in general?
Well, my highest, for new artists, the one starting not safe for working art. If you guys want to start with your not safe for working art, start on E621. Start in there. No, don't start in Ink Bunny. Don't start in Perfinity. Neither in Twitter. Start in E621. You wanna know why?
Why is that?
Because E621 has an interface that when you upload a drawing, that drawing doesn't have to have many likes to be seen. It just appears in the feed. And people just like, hey, I like this drawing, and they click on it, and now they read the description, and in the description, you have to put your main account. For example, that was what I did with my Tumblr when Tumblr allowed not safe for working stuff. I started on E621, and people started seeing my art, and as I saw many people started seeing my art on E621, I started putting a link to my Tumblr so they could redirect to my Tumblr. Now there they could buy me commissions, they could interact with me, they could see more often my art, my updates. So if you guys want to start in one place and not safe for working art, as I said, start in E621. You won't regret it. It's the best place to start.
So
Then you can redirect the people to Twitter, Tumblr, or whatever is your favorite social media.
So like it's a good to start there and then branch out from there. I see. Oh, especially with like you said, you got your Tumblr out so you can actually start getting commissions and stuff. I saw in your Fur Affinity that instead of getting commissions, you just accept art trades. But I also saw that you had a little cockatiel that he had a problem with his eye and you need to raise funds for him. Is he doing okay now?
He's Tom. He's my cockatiel. He's a real weird case. I've never seen that in a bird. He's my first bird. And I'm still worried about him because he got a surgery with the money I got from commissions. But they closed his eye, and then that thing, he got like a tumor. I don't know if it's a tumor, but I don't want to operate. I don't want to operate him because here in Mexico we got lots of troubles with exotic animals. So they won't take him to a surgery, and they will just put him down, and I don't want that. I prefer him living his life, and until I see him getting worse, because he has a partner named Matt. They are like best friends. He eats great. He plays. I just bought him high quality food. I spent lots of money in them, and he's like my sweetie boy. And I know if it gets to that time, I should put him down. I should totally, but I just want to see that if he can fight more, because I'm really proud of him. He's my kitty boy.
At least you take really good care of him. Also, I know
Yeah.
something you take really good care of is definitely your fans, because I can especially see with the increase in just drawings in general, but with FNAF or Pokemon, if you had to choose, which one would you stick with if you couldn't make the other ever again, and why?
It's a really good question. See, I really like FNAF stuff. I really like it. I'm really a fan of FNAF, and also I'm a real fan of Pokemon. And this is a really good question because FNAF has given me really a ridiculously amount of followers, but what makes me more happy to draw is Pokemon stuff. Because in Pokemon stuff, I got like my chubby boy, which is the Eevee boy, and I can see me without drawing him. I always doodle him on napkins. I always doodle him everywhere. I got doodles on my of him on my what's this called? My working space everywhere. So I will never change my Pokemon OCs for my FNAF OCs, even though I love drawing FNAF stuff. And I'm doing some FNAF stuff right now, by the way. But yeah, I will miss so much drawing my Eevee boy, so I will never change him. Never.
Well, speaking of the future, with your little Eevee boy there, with your art in general, like, are you gonna branch out? Because I know a lot of artists, like, they get really good in one medium and then hop to another. What's your ultimate goal with your art? Are you gonna do 3D animation or anything like that, or just 3D / animation or anything of the sort?
Actually, I don't know if you guys know. Well, there is a friend of mine. His name Pervert Guy, and I know that he might seen this, so sorry, Pervert Guy. And seeing him working so much on Blender and stuff, and that kind of is inspiring me to try it out. And I even asked him for some tips because I'm not that good with Blender. But what I want to start doing, like, start working on 3D models and I want to get some toys. I want to start doing toys with my characters, start merchandising with them. And Evie, my partner, said that if I get to know how to model and rig the characters, he can start animating on Source Filmmaker. So I want to start doing that. I think it would be nice, but I'll still be doing like my doodles and my drawings and stuff. And also, I'm starting to learn animation. I want to start learning animation, but there is something that I don't end up liking of traditional animation. So, but I started liking pixel animation. So maybe you guys see more stuff of me on pixel animation. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, expect more breaks.
If you could like, because so you're talking about like getting tips from other artists and stuff like that. If you could collab with an artist, what would the drawing be like, and who would it be?
I would totally like to collab with with Gharug, dude. And I think the collab would be something like, I don't know, maybe something with my V, or with Nicole, my like rock, and he's Raichu. I don't know. I really like Gharug, dude. Stuff. It's my favorite artist right now.
Are you gonna like enter him? Excuse me, enter him into like Poke Lovers or something like that? Like, is the comic gonna be like a name brand kind of, and have a bunch of subsects, or is it just gonna be one comic and then maybe some spin-offs?
Oh, actually, that's a really good question. About Poke Lovers, I mean, I'm planning on spreading Poke Lovers in chapters. For example, I think I got five main characters right now. Well, six. I got many characters. And the first chapter, as you may know, Eevee is the protagonist. He's kind of like he's telling how his daily life. He tells what are his perks, if you know what I'm talking about. And the second one, I'm planning on doing it more focused on Nicole. Excuse me.
Nah, you're good.
Where did she come from? How did Ness got her? Who are her family? And obviously some loot stuff because it's not gonna be a NicMLyc comic without loot stuff. The third one will be a Ness comic, the Umbreon hybrid girl. And I'm gonna start doing it like that, like separating in chapters from a different characters, Sally, Belle, everyone, and it's gonna have their own comic. And when I end up with my Pokemon characters, I'm gonna start with a FNAF comic project. It's gonna be about Eevee too, but Eevee got like a brothel. It's gonna be. I want it to be funny, but also lewd. So I'm gonna see how it ends up.
Cool. Speaking of like comics and the such, do you get a lot of fan art, or do you want more like interaction with your fans?
I wish I could interact more with my fans. I don't call them fans because I think that's a bad. That's not the word I like them call because I think fanatic is something that it's not that good. I like them call me my fams, which fams is like my family. Because they're always like so cute. Oh my god, I love my fans. They're always getting my DMs, and if I disappear, they get like, "Hey Nick, are you okay? You need something? Hey Nick, I did your drawing," and I'm always like, "Well, you're so cute." And I always try to answer them because I feel really bad when they send me a message and they got like they want to talk with me, and I feel that I send a message to an artist just saying how much I love their art, and I get ignored, and it's like, okay. Hey. So I don't want it to be repeated with me. I want people being nice, and I like being nice to them. As long as people are nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to them. You know, I'm not that nice to be good to bad people.
Well, especially you said your Garfield drawing was one of your most favorite right now. Because
Yeah.
when I first discovered your art, I was just on Twitter and I saw the one of the Renamon you did, and I was like, holy crap, the colors on this are really well done, so I need to follow. But other than your Garfield drawing, do you have a drawing overall that's just your favorite that you just can't get over?
Well, if I'm talking about not my recent art, not my recent art, but the drawing I've liked the most is one of Evie. It's like it's when a corgi girl. Her name is Frankie, or I don't know. I don't know if it was Frankie or Veronica. It's from a friend, and she's just like pressing her hands on the butt of Phoebe, and everything looks like so squish. I like the drawing. I think I did a really well job with that one.
Well, you said with after like Poke Lovers, you're thinking of maybe doing a FNAF comic or something like that. Why don't you have her as the protagonist, like maybe as like a cousin? Would that be an option?
The protagonist of the FNAF comic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will be Olivia. Excuse. I got four, like the four typical FNAF characters, like the bear, the chicken, the normal FNAF characters. I wanted to change that, but to keep it with like the same scheme of colors. So I did a tlacuache, which is like an opossum here in Mexico, but we call it tlacuache. She will be like she's Olivia, so she will be like the main protagonist. Then there are the others who are I don't remember the names. Oh my god. I got a raccoon, I got a moose, and I don't remember. Oh my god, sorry so much. Let me see it. Well, there will be like the main character, then the other three, and there is gonna be Evie, who is the owner of the place. The main idea of the comic is gonna be about a pizzeria that's also a brothel, so I think it will be fun. It's gonna be real fun.
Is there going to be like a night guard stand-in to have most of the quote-unquote fun?
Yeah, we're gonna. I was planning on depending because I'm also gonna divide it on chapters. Let's see it of that. But the chapters are not gonna be per character. They're gonna be per guard. And it's gonna be like the games are in different places. So different places, different guard. So maybe I'm gonna do something for my patrons. I know the patron that donates the most, or a raffle, and the patron is gonna be the protagonist of that comic, so I can give more interaction to my followers because I like interacting with them.
Speaking of like your Patreon and stuff like that, I saw you're trying to reach a goal of I think it was like $76 or something like that.
Yeah, it was 70, I guess.
But like so, future patrons have something to look forward to.
I'm also gotta edit that goal because we reached it like, oh my god, so much time ago. I still gotta do the drawings for all my patrons because they really deserve it. So yeah, maybe I gotta edit that goal.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Much to look forward to and much more to come. Thank you for appearing on the show.
Thank you so much, Tibby. I really enjoyed talking with you.